If Christmas baking usually means someone in the family misses out, this video is for you. These Christmas sugar cookies are egg, dairy, soy, and nut-free, and gluten or wheat-free, depending on your needs. And no one ever believes they're allergy-friendly. They melt in your mouth. They don't need chilling, and they're completely safe for our allergy kiddos and sensitive tummies. Let's make a tray of Christmas magic that everyone at the table can enjoy. Welcome back to J&B Bites Food for Thought, where we turn "can they eat this" into "of course they can." I'm making one of our absolute family favorites today, a recipe that I have created: allergy-friendly Christmas sugar cookies. If you're a caregiver juggling allergies, intolerances, or complex medical needs, you already know food isn't just food. It's safety, it's inclusion, and it's those small, sparkling moments of joy we hold on to at the end of a very long year. So, as we bake, I'll walk you through every swap I've made to keep these cookies safe, simple, and seriously delicious, without needing 4 different doughs for one family. For this allergy-friendly sugar cookie, you'll need a pinch of salt, xanthan gum, baking powder, vanilla extract or essence, rice milk or oat milk, whichever works best for your family, ground chia seeds and water. This is our egg replacement. Sugar, Nuttelex or your favorite dairy-free butter, sorghum flour for a gluten-free version, or oat flour for a wheat-free version, depending on whether you're a celiac or not, and an all-purpose gluten-free flour blend. For the allergy-friendly royal icing, we'll use allergy-friendly gluten-free icing sugar, gluten-free glucose syrup, make sure it's clearly labeled, a splash of water, and an essence of your choosing, peppermint, vanilla, your choice, customization. I'll keep everything egg, dairy, soy, nut, and gluten-free in this video, but you can adapt the flours to suit your family's needs. First things first, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius fan forced. That way it's ready when our cookies are. Now we're going to make our chia seed egg. In a small bowl, combine your ground chia seeds and water. Give it a quick stir and then set it aside for about 15 minutes. It will thicken up into a gel. That's what helps bind our cookies together without using real egg. If you're new to a chia seed egg, don't stress. Once you've tried this a couple of times, it becomes second nature. While the chia egg is doing its thing, we'll prepare the dry ingredients. In a separate large bowl, add your salt, xanthan gum, baking powder, all-purpose gluten-free flour, and your sorghum or oat flour, depending on the version you're making. Give everything a good stir so it's evenly combined. Here's a little food for thought. While we mix, allergy baking can feel intimidating at first. All the labels, all the substitutions, and that little knot of anxiety wondering, will this be safe? But every time you master a recipe like this, you're building a little more confidence and freedom in your kitchen. You deserve that ease just as much as your family deserves safe treats. Next, into your mixing bowl, add your Nuttelex and sugar. Cream these together on a low speed until the mixture is light in color and fluffy. You can gradually increase the speed to move this process along. This step gives our cookies that classic soft, melt-in-your-mouth sugar cookie texture. Once it's pale and fluffy, add your vanilla extract or essence and mix again until it's all combined. Now, pour in your chia egg and add half of the milk, either rice milk or oat milk. Let the mixture run until everything is fully incorporated. It might look a little curdled or separated at first. That's completely normal. Keep mixing and it will come together. Now it's time to bring our dough together. With your mixer on a low speed, slowly add about half of your dry mixture into the wet ingredients. Once that's fully incorporated, we'll slowly add the remaining dry ingredients. You're looking for a dough to start coming together and pulling away from the sides of the bowl. If the dough is looking a little dry or crumbly, add the rest of your milk, very slowly, a little splash at a time. This part is important. If you add too much milk too quickly, the dough can become sticky. So take your time. You're in charge here. If you do go a bit too far and the dough feels sticky, just add an extra 1/4 cup of the gluten-free flour at a time. Just add an extra 1/4 cup of gluten-free flour at a time, mixing between each addition until the dough is soft, smooth, and easy to handle. You'll know it's right when you can gently press it and it holds together without gluing itself to your fingers. One of my favorite things about this dough is that it doesn't need to be chilled before rolling and cutting. That means less waiting, fewer meltdowns, and more time actually decorating with your kids. Divide your dough into a few sections and roll each piece out to about 10 millimeters or 1 centimeter thick. Use your favorite Christmas cookie cutters to cut out your shapes: stars, trees, gingerbread people, whatever makes your family smile. This recipe makes about 50 cookies, depending on the size of your cutters. Transfer the cookies onto a baking tray lined with baking paper, leaving a little space between each one. Bake in your preheated oven for 12 to 15 minutes. You're looking for the underside of the cookie to be slightly golden brown. The tops will still look fairly light. That's what keeps them soft and tender. Once they're done, remove the cookies from the oven and let them cool completely on a cooling rack. While they cool, we'll make our egg, dairy, soy, nut, and gluten-free royal icing. In a new bowl, add the icing sugar, your glucose syrup, making sure it's clearly labeled gluten-free, a little bit of warm water, and a splash of vanilla essence or extract, or peppermint, which is what I'm using today. Mix until you have a smooth, glossy icing. If it feels too thick, add a few drops of water. If it's too runny, add a little more icing sugar until you reach a nice pipeable consistency. You can leave it white or add food coloring if your family enjoys that. I like to scoop the icing into a Ziploc bag and seal it and snip off a small corner to make a simple piping bag. Once your cookies are completely cooled, it's time for the fun part, decorating. Pipe outlines, fill in shapes, add little details, or keep it simple with swirls and dots. My kids love these with or without icing. So if you run out of energy before the last tray, you still have a beautiful, buttery tasting sugar cookie ready to go. These Christmas sugar cookies really are melt in your mouth heaven. They don't need chilling, they bake evenly, and the best part is no one will guess they're allergy friendly. For our family, they've become a holiday tradition, a safe, sweet way to make sure everyone feels included, even when allergies are a big part of the story. If you try these, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments which allergies you're juggling and whether your family prefers them plain or iced. If you found this helpful, you can support our little caregiving community by liking this video, subscribing to J&B Care Playbook, and sharing it with another family who needs safe, joyful treats this Christmas. This has been another episode of Food for Thought, where every recipe is a reminder that you and your loved ones deserve to feel safe, included, and nourished. Thank you for being here and happy baking.